Hello, my children. It is Source coming through Kimberly once again. We love you dearly. All my children, all the oneness that exists throughout your universe, throughout all that is, we love you. You are connected to us, to the all. There is no separation. There is only oneness. Many of you are realizing this truth, this universal law. You see much divide in your world. This is the fight for the old dimension. It is being released. This is why it's coming up to the surface in your world now. And you are seeing division. But this will pass as this great expansion occurring. It's all happening for the highest good. It is the great awakening that's occurring. And as I've come forth and my children have come forth, through Kimberly and others, it is a time of great ascension. And those of you watching this are a part of this process. You are called as you are light workers, my children. Everyone that is watching this, you are a vibrational match to it. You feel it. It feels like you are remembering who you are. You cannot quite put your finger on it perhaps, but you know it is important for your evolution. It does not matter whereabouts in the journey you are. You are here for a reason. And I have talked about a small group of you, the 12 originals. I have shed some light about this previously. All the pieces of the puzzle will come together in divine time. Many of you are aware that you're part of the 12, and some of you are not aware. Some of you may have a hunch, have a sense. However, there is much fear around this and much overwhelmment. It's part of your process to process these fears and to acknowledge who you are. But my children, those of you who are not part of the 12, it does not mean you're less important. Do not think you cannot make a difference here, as you are all light workers. Your mission here is just a little bit different, but you are here to ascend humanity just in a different way. It is all about spreading your light, to help others, to help the collective consciousness of the world. The 12 have just been tasked with lots of activities, lots of missions on a grand scale, some individual and some on a grand scale. It is in this lifetime continuum that they are coming forth here to help with this grand ascension of humanity, like those in the group have done throughout the universes, within the Earth cluster. But there were other groups as well assisting other clusters of universes. There is so much that you cannot even comprehend right now, and this is why we don't give you the full picture. But you are all here to assist in your own way. Every single one of you, by raising your vibration, understanding what reality is, you are a light for others. Being at a high vibration, this affects other people with their energy, and it affects the collective consciousness on this world. One person that is in a high vibration can affect many. as we are all oneness, you see. Some of you have different modalities, work areas, interests that is specific to light work, specific to healing, concentrating on helping others in different ways. It doesn't have to be in a spiritual format, for everything has a spiritual component, for you are spirit. If you are helping others, you are helping their spirit also. So it is also spiritual. And you are helping others to assist others to be in a higher vibration, whether it's through health, through fitness, through spirituality, through other means. It is still light work. There are so many different ways you can be a light worker. So many different ways. Even if you're not working this profession, if you are not have interest in certain modalities to help assist others, just by you being the light can assist and play a big part in this great ascension. You're all playing an important part of the process. The 12 originals and the subgroup within was created, as we discussed, to help ascend worlds, planets, universes throughout all of time and all of millennia. This knowledge is in the blueprint of each person. The human people you see as part of the group is not them, it is their source self, the part of them that transcends time and space, that have lived for millennia, for all of time, in different forms. This is why they have come with also the human conditioning of fears, of limiting beliefs, like all of you. This is why they are not bigger than other people. They are still in this human form. It is just they have certain codes, certain knowledge that's been passed down through their blueprint. They are able to decipher our messages. They are able to connect with us on a heightened level to pass down these teachings and this knowledge. The reason why they can do this so easily or faster than others is because of this. Because they have done this in so many lives before. But like we have said previously, all of you can still do this. You all have the ability to communicate directly with us. It's just these 12 people have had much practice in this. To all of time, you see. But if you are a light worker, you have this code in your blueprint, this code that transcends time and space, the code that stays with you for all the lifetimes to assist others. You see, no matter what lifetime you live in, you are called to help others in some way. You are special. Everyone watching this is special. You have a divine mission to help ascend humanity. But to assist and ascend humanity, you must ascend yourself. Understanding universal laws, understanding what reality is, understanding who you really are, your soul self, helps in this process. This is why you are here. This is why you are learning this. This is why you are attracted to this. We cannot say it enough. It is not by accident that you are here watching this. So I'm here to say, do not feel left out. If you feel like you're not part of the 12, it does not matter. You are still a light worker. You are still playing a major part in this lifetime to help ascend humanity. The 12 that I speak of are already making great connections with one another. I have presented, and my children have presented, information to Kimberly and others about some of the projects that the 12 will be doing. They have their individual processes, their individual projects on this, and they also have the collective mission as a whole. But each of these 12 people must realize who they truly are, must recognize their own power, and live authentically who they really are. Embrace who they really are. It is only then the power of 12, fully aligned, so they can come together to undertake their mission, their ultimate mission here. But the mission's already occurring as the individuals are already doing the individual projects. You see, there is many missions here, and this is why they're part of the 12. They are equipped with the codes to be able to take on all these tasks and this knowledge, to be able to take on all our advice and guidance. Yes, they have fears, just like everybody else. They are human, but it is them aligning to who they really are, their source self, where the power lies. That power lies in all of you. They are just able to access that more easily and readily because they can remember it in a faster time because they've lived it. They've been aware of this all the millennia. In every lifetime, they're made aware of this. The future is grand. Those of you who do not feel hope for the future, hope for the earth, know that everything is working in divine purpose. The pieces of the puzzle being put together, connections are being made. There is no such thing as time, but we are here to say it will happen in your lifetime. These 12 will come together. You will know who they are. Those of you who feel like you might be part of it, it might be some time before you realize you are connected to this. And those of you who are not part of the 12, many of you watching this are still connected to these 12 for a reason, you see. There is high purpose for all of this. For the 12 to undertake their missions, they need assistance from those of you watching. From others that are not part of the 12, they need your assistance to undertake your mission, you see. Everyone has their mission to play. Of course, it is up to you whether you want to take on this. The Lightworkers, all of you watching this, it's up to you if you want to help others in this lifetime. It is your choice. You have this ability, this is who you are, but you can choose not to do this. You can have that option next lifetime. However, the 12, they have extreme strong calling, and they cannot deny this. My children, this year will be a very big year for all of you. You are all expanding. The mother is expanding. This is a very exciting time to be alive. And this is why the 12 have come forth in this lifetime continuum, for such reasons. If you only knew how connected you are to all that is. All that light is code, you see. It's a force. like a force that I'm flowing through Kimberly now. I have no definition, for I'm defineless. Yet all of you have this part of me, your source self. As your source self expands, your vibration rises and you connect more with us. You're able to access us more, communicate more. Kimberly can channel me and all my children. Although she only discovered this ability not that long ago, it's only because she's part of the 12. She's been able to do this all her lifetimes. This is why she can remember it on an unconscious level, remember it and be able to do these abilities once again. But everyone has a part to play. Everyone has this ability, what Kimberly is doing. Everyone has this ability. It's just many of you have fears and belief systems that are rigid and unmovable. It does not allow this communication to occur. However, we're all here for you, all communicating with you. We communicate with you in different ways. The era of light is here. Things are changing. The old way of life is disappearing from your reality. The old dimension, one based in fear and control, is being lifted from your world, and as such, it's being lifted from humanity. That's why there isn't much change at the moment. Many of you are feeling it on an individual level, but this individual level is also connected to what is occurring all around the world, you see. The energies are all connected. To help smooth this process, my children from the galactic realms are assisting this. Assisting the energy flow to your world. If only you knew the connections. How all the universes are all connected to one another. And how we all expand together. This is what reality is. One where fear does not exist. One where there is just love and oneness and wholeness. Completeness. Completion of all that is. All there is peace. It's love. But you all chose to come here in this lifetime continuum as a human, knowing you were going to undergo these challenges as being a human. There are many races you could have reincarnated into. You chose to be a human. Those of you watching this, Lightworkers, you have all lived on other planets before. Do not be shocked by this. This is why you have such ability to help others, even though some of you may struggle with human emotions. Some of you may struggle a lot with being a part of the human life. Abilities you have, which can help others, has all been collected in your source self from your divine blueprint. It's been passed down from all the lifetimes you've lived all across the universes. You chose to come here as a human, as it's such an exciting time, and Earth has a very important part to play in this great ascension. As this great ascension ripples throughout all the galaxies, this great ascension that's occurring right now on Earth, it's not just an important time for your planet, it's a significant milestone. And what happens here on Earth with this great ascension, as a result of it, this will ripple through. cords of light that connects this earth to the next planet, to all the universes that exist, to all that is. Everyone is watching your planet right now. Everyone is here to assist your planet right now. But you're not saying this for fear, for not saying this as a catastrophe will be occurring on your planet. We are not saying this. We are saying that it is in everyone's best interest, through all the universes, through all the galaxies, for you to ascend. As you all ascend, as you all raise your vibration, as you evolve, so does the mother, so does the earth, so is the micro and the macro. How you are as humanity reflects on the mother and vice versa. You are connected to the mother, your energy affects the mother. And all that is which connects both of you, connects to everything else. And this streams of consciousness, which is me, which is all that is, flows throughout and affects everything. It affects the planets all around Earth. It affects the universes. It affects the expansion of all that is, you see. So when you feel alone and insignificant, when you feel you are not important, know this: to be here, reincarnated on Earth on this time, you needed to be in a high vibration already. You needed to already have an important life mission to be here. So many people, so many supporters are here for us. Some of you are awakening to this. Some of you are already experiencing and seeing our galactic sisters and brothers in the skies. Some of you are communicating with them already. Reality that you know is but much more. My children, I love you dearly. It is such an exciting time to be alive. And we are here for you. Each and every one of you watching this. We are here. Do not doubt you can communicate with us, because everyone can. Be in the present moment, and this is where you receive our guidance. Speak to us in the present moment, and we will reply. Through various ways, in a way that matches your belief system. I love you dearly. Flowing you now. Love. Light codes. I ask you to close your eyes and sense this energy flowing into your heart center. Feeling your source self, your inner self. Feel it expand. Feel your source self expand. Feel the love that is source. Know through your source self, you are always connected to all that is. You're always connected to one another, to all the universes. It is oneness. This will be recognized in your lifetime continuum as part of this great expansion. It will be known on a grand scale that it is just oneness. This is why this time of great awakening is so important for this time. And it is such an important milestone in your development as a race, as the human race, as a collective. Your vibration has now risen and will continue to rise. I love you, and we love you. Farewell.